defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James! Down to three.
Make somebody else beat you.
Three on the way. He got it! Parker, thread the needle. Oh, what a block from James! Throws it back at Splitter, who is ready to...
A touch, but it goes to Wade. He has Arroyo in front. Fouls on a bounce to James.
Down in the second. Wade looking for the return to LeBron. Off the window.
On the attack to the rim and a foul. There's James to the rim. It counts and the foul.
Long arm to Reza. In trouble. Oh my!
The 2-10. Here's a steal and a drive by Remenfeld. Knocked away by LeBron James.
As you mentioned earlier, there's LeBron James playing the passing lane.
Oh, man.
That you will.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas trying to crit.
What's up, YouTube? Run back in a video for a big body banger enjoying two video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, subscribe, go to 5K. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm the build deal on low court catch up with this Miami Heat LeBron James next gen build video. Yes, sir. This was requested a while back for LeBron, you know, on current gen. So I did it on current gen. I did both versions. They also want to see a rookie cap with LeBron version, so I'll probably bring that to current gen soon. I mean, like, it's kind of the same exact LeBron build, so I might not even do it, no lie, but it is what it is. But yeah, I had a good time making this build, especially on next gen. It was definitely good to see how it transferred over. You know, I think in my recent next gen LeBron build, it was more so offensive based and post based. This one is a lot more defensive based and just finishing based, so you know, you have the elite contact dunks, etc. But you'll see what we have going on. But without further ado, let's get right to the attributes that I use for this LeBron James next gen build video. All right, so as you see, you know, I already have the logistic information. It's number 6 LeBron, small forward, all that good stuff. So I made him 6'8", 236 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. Now, while LeBron is 6'9" in real life, it might be even taller. You know, if I put him at 6'9", I would be losing too many ball handling attributes. I just wouldn't have pro dribble moves. So I had to, you know, keep it at 6'8". You know, 238 pounds was a good weight for him as well, because he's 250 in real life. So it's a good enough weight. He's pretty strong for his size as well. I'm talking about in the actual build. So I did everything I could to make it as accurate as possible. Obviously, you're not going to get a perfect, like, exact replica build in 2K, because then it would just be OP. Like, it's LeBron, you know what I mean? It is LeBron. But yeah, as you see though, you know, I gave this build 92 driving dunk, you know, just so we could have those elite contact dunks, because Miami Heat LeBron was just, that man was different. You know, that man was disrespectful with it. On top of that, I gave him a high defensive attributes. Obviously, I didn't go max at each defensive stat, but I made it so that he's dominant at every single thing, whether it's rebounding, blocking, interior defense, perimeter defense. Like, this player build can guard 1 through 5, you know, and I think that's just amazing. The fact that, for one, I got him to be able to play 1 through 5, and 2, that he can play 1 through 5 at 6'8". So just keep all that in mind. You see, I maxed out the physical, speed, acceleration, strength, and I put the stamina to 95. I put the vertical up to 80 just so I could get those elite contact dunks, because obviously you need an 80 vertical for that. And then for the finishing, as I said, you know, I put it up to 92 driving dunk. You know, I put the driving layup and close shot up there just so that LeBron, obviously amazing finisher, but just so I can replicate those finishes in the actual game. You know, in the post control, at this point in his career, LeBron wasn't post heavy, but he did work in the low post, so he was very, you know, he was a threat from the low post at all times. So I pretty much just represented that with this build. But as you see right here, you get access to lockdown takeover, sharpshooting takeover, shot creating takeover, and finishing takeover. So at the end of the day, it's up to you what you want to use. But for Miami Heat LeBron, I would use that extreme clamps and finishing moves. And you see I made a 2-way mid-range maestro. The shades of were very iffy to me. Now, the Andrew Wiggins shades of, you know, it's kind of ironic because Andrew Wiggins was being compared to LeBron outside of college. So, you know, I guess, I mean, I'll take it, but it is what it is. But yeah, this build was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I feel like Future, phenomenal. You know, this build was crazy. This build not only allowed me to be dominant, whether it was in the paint, but it allowed me to be dominant on defense, on 3-point shots, you know, blocking, like off dribble, threes off dribble, mid-range. Like, I could literally do anything that I could imagine with this build. And I mean, it was fun because it gave me a lot of freedom. Like, this is like similar to my main build. My main next gen build is a LeBron build, you know, and I'm just gonna say this, like, I be taking people in a post, you know, I be dribbling around them. It's like the ultimate small forward build, and that is what this build is as well. You know, obviously they took out the 6'7" Hall of Fame power forward builds, but this is the closest you could really get to it. You know, not only do you have pro dribble moves, you have 80+ 3-point shot, you have elite contact dunks. Like, you know, what more do you want from me? Is, you know, now, like, talking about Miami Heat LeBron, like, that man was just different. You know, obviously, like, I feel like we don't talk about it enough, how, like, the fact that LeBron did kind of change the game, and in terms of the super team movement, like teaming up with guys. But to be fair, like, other teams prior had done that, like, you know, Kobe in 2004 when he brought in Gary Payton and Karl Malone, you know, who were still formidable, you know, or there's not even an or, really. There's not an or before that. You know, like, it just, I don't know. LeBron, I think, really is what revolutionized that team hopping stuff, where you're changing teams with the purpose of winning a ring, you know. So when him, D-Wade and Chris Bosh got together, it was like, whoa. And I mean, that doesn't, I don't think it takes away from his legacy per se, because at the end of the day, LeBron is still LeBron. Like, he proved that he didn't need a super team when he went to the Cavs and won. Like, that wasn't a super team. Let's be real. Kevin Love was pretty, like, meh. You know, Kyrie obviously was amazing, but LeBron was still the best player. Like, 3-1 lead against a 73-9 Warriors team, that's ridiculous, you know. Like, and then the depth on the Cavs wasn't the greatest. Like, it's just so much that goes into it. So I mean, yes, LeBron did start that super team era, that Heat LeBron, but he made up for it, you know. But that's kind of my LeBron spiel. I just wanted to talk about that today because, you know, KD, all the news, but whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, run the road to 5K, you know what I'm saying? Comment any builds that y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. One more month until 2K23. But until then, I'm out. Peace.